With more people staying inside and off the streets to help flatten the curve of the coronavirus, experts are saying the cause and effect is creating a temporarily positive impact on the environment. One of the first places scientists are seeing a change in the air, where there's less pollution.
So we're starting to look at these in very early stages and starting to understand how the environment is changing. And certainly at the forefront of this is the reduction in transportation, with everyone staying at home in an attempt to flatten the curve, as you mentioned. And what this has done is it's temporarily reduced aerosols and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere.
The pandemic is also benefiting animal populations. They're expanding into areas usually dominated by people. Sea turtle species in particular are far less vulnerable this season, with fewer people on beaches.
Oceanic setting, we see species that are coming back into areas that are normally sort of impacted by motorized boats, or along coastal settings where we have different species that are coming back onto beaches because the beaches aren't populated.
ECU professor Thad Waskalevitz says it will be interesting in the long run to see how these changes hold up when comparing them to other global crises we have seen.
Other crises that we've seen in the past, for example, in the 2008-2019 global financial crisis, we saw greenhouse gases decline by 1.3% globally. But by 2010, as the economy starts to recover and we get back into sort of that same mode, those numbers begin to increase very rapidly, and we still see those numbers increasing up until, the most recent time.
Waskalevitz says climate change and rising temperatures are not new, and it really comes down to prioritizing it as a critical issue for society.
Change has, a lot of impacts, and those impacts are things maybe as straightforward as looking at things that are favorable for conditions to host more infectious diseases like we're seeing at the current time.
Experts are saying we can take this time to learn and continue to practice habits that are better for the environment. In Greenville, I'm Emily Severidge, 9 on your side.